Hey guys, welcome back here. We are throwing a special party in honor of the death of the one gem trick. Hopefully you like the graphic that I put together. It's the very first one. I figured it'd be fitting for the end of the one gem trick, so we're gonna try and do more of those things that are fun and funky going forward. A lot of learning experience there. So for those that don't or didn't know what the one gem trick was, the one gem trick was, in a nutshell, a way to reset your loot to maximum. You'll notice that players give anywhere between 0 to 300 or so thousand loot, base loot, and every time you attack them, the loot decreases. So if you attack him, he's going to decrease down to 100 or so after you successfully defeat him 100%, and then the next time he's going to go down to like 75,000. His loot will generally always decrease a good amount every time you successfully defeat him. So there's a law of diminishing returns there. In order to increase that back up, you had to either buy food with the gems, which is a nice bonus of, oh, hey, here's all your loot back, thanks for buying food with the gems, or you had to wait 2 or 3 hours, roughly, to get the loot to reset itself. So the one gem trick was a trick that was discovered a long time ago, about roughly in the very beginning of the game, and I actually have some fond memories of a nice forms fight over the one gem trick and some all other interesting loot tactics and like money grabbing tactics that Flare Games had at that time, where was if you had absolutely no food and absolutely no gems, you would get an insane amount of loot offered to you to entice you to actually buy the gems so you could raid. And that was a really interesting and heated topic around 5 or 6 months ago, and that's some fond memories I have of the one gem trick when the one gem trick actually appeared. So this has been around since day one. So we have that little eulogy in the front there, and you can see this has actually been exactly 6 months to the day yesterday when Royal Revolt 2 launched. It's pretty shocking. It's been around only 6 months. It feels like forever. So in homage of that, we are saluting the one gem trick and all the gold that it has gotten us. The downside is that it's going to be harder to get loot, but thankfully Jonah has reported and Flare has reported that this is in preparation for the main update that should be coming hopefully next week. We have some hints that we will be seeing the update next week. We have some hints that we possibly will be seeing new units usable. We have hints that we are fighting against monsters. That is confirmed. There are hints that there's going to be a lot easier ways to get loot and to save loot. So there is a lot of good things coming, and this is just prep work, it looks like, for the big update. So they also do want to hear your feedback on the one gem trick after the update. So after hopefully next week sometime, they want to look at the feedback, look at the reactions, and see how the loot is working. In theory they have it, and they think it's good, but in practice you never know when you're actually putting something out there like this, changing the codes and mixing things up, mixing all the variables up in a game like this with over 200,000 players actively playing. There's a lot of bugs that creep through and issues that can come around. So they do want to look into that, but not right now. Right now, this is an intentional fix. They are removing the one gem trick. They said there will be a lot more options, availability to gain loot next week, possibly. That's what it's looking like. They did say early September was their ETA, so that falls in line. Next week is early September. Hopefully we can get it on the September 1st, September 2nd. That would make a lot of people really happy, because I know it has been forever since we've got some content update, and this one definitely sounds to be a lot of fun. On that front, I did see if they could possibly throw together a little sneak peek video for you guys Unfortunately, they have other issues and they're dealing with different things right now, so they can't do that. Hopefully in the future they will post out some sneak peek videos, or I can have some special footage for you guys so you can you know, check out the update a few days earlier, because that would definitely be cool. I mean, seeing the werewolf in the action in the game would be a nice little feature, or even just seeing the mummy in game. It definitely would be pretty cool, and I'm sure they can show off some other things as well. So we had to run back there, make sure that we didn't die. And so after this fight, we'll show you the one gem trick. It still sort of works, but nowhere near as effective. You can still gain some more loot by spending gems to refill your silo. Before, all you had to do was spend one gem, it would reset everything. Now, if you spend gems, you increase the loot by 10 or 20,000 or so. It's a very minimal increase. So they still give you some extra loot for buying food, but it's nothing like before. So the game seems to be you know, flipping upside down next week. We don't know what exactly the main components are of the update. We do know, pretty sure, that there's going to be a single player story mode, player versus environment. You know, the 3 monster units, possibly more. Hopefully new towers. Hopefully new units to attack. I have a sinking feeling that the monsters will be usable as attacking units. So we'll just have to wait and see. And now I actually just spaced and I forgot who we attacked. So I believe we attacked Zach Wobblefoltz. So you can see he went down to 119. We are now going to buy the remaining. We're going to fill up our silo to kind of represent the one gem trick, because as you had more food in your silo, it costs less. So we're going to go ahead and buy that. And when you bought that, that used to reset the gem, or reset the gold values that you would get. So we would get back to 140. And you can see we did gain a little bit extra. We gained a few thousand extra, nothing, you know, to write home about. But before, it was a lot better. So it's still there, but in a smaller capacity. And again, I know there's going to be negative feedback on this. A lot of the players on the Facebook and a lot of players that watch the YouTube videos feel very strongly about this, because this was how you farmed lots and lots of gold. After several fights, you can't actually get gold. So if I fought this person 5 times or so, I would only get, you know, 40 or 50,000 on my 5th raid against him. The loot would be horrible, absolutely horrible, and you need like 3-4 million to upgrade anything as you get higher. So they are gonna change the loot. That's been confirmed. They're changing it. They're adding more loot. They're supposedly making it safer for your loot. So we'll have to see. It's a wait and see process, and you know, let them know next week after the update goes live. Hopefully, like, we're really hoping next week, and I have a strong feeling that it will be. Just hopefully it's Monday. So let's all have our fingers crossed, and let's pay homage to the one gem trick. And we'll end the video just like we started it, with the eulogy again. Thanks for watching, and please like and share the videos.